YouTube. I'm here today with a Friday Reads video. I'm sorry about the weird lighting. I'm, along with everyone else on the East Coast, in the middle of a huge storm. My phone warned me about flooding in this area, but luckily where I'm at right now, in my apartment, it doesn't look too bad, but on the roads, there's lots of puddles to avoid, and I normally take my dog walking every day along the river, but I haven't gone yet because he does not like the rain. He's like, when I take him out to go to the bathroom, he's just like padding along. He's like, do I have to be out here? Can we go back inside? I'm too old for this. So yeah, once it stops raining, we'll have to go and see how high it's gotten. But as for my weekend plans, I'm actually going to a library book sale. It's my first time going to this library's book sale, and it's one of those deals where you fill like a brown paper bag full of books for $10. And so I'm going to leave a bit of room in my not my Friday Reads plans, my weekend plans to read a book I'm going to be purchasing. That's part of my New Year's resolution, was to read the books I own. I don't own that many, but especially going to these library book sales, I could accumulate quite a few, and I don't want them to just be sitting there, so I want to get to them. And so I thought that'd be a good idea as I get to one of them at least right away. But as far as books I know for sure I'm going to be reading, this is one I'm currently reading. This is Cold Warriors, Writers Who Waged the Literary Cold War by Duncan White. And this is featuring authors from both sides of the Iron Curtain, and it's told chronologically, and so it goes from 1937 to 1991. And there's quite a few authors in here that I recognize, like George Orwell, Mary McCarthy, John le Carre, Richard Wright, Ernest Hemingway. I'm not going to put you through me trying to pronounce the Russian names because it's not going to be pretty. And so, but yeah, they're in here too. But yeah, I'm just reading a chapter a day, and I'm really liking it so far. I probably won't finish it this month because I think there's 32 or 33 chapters, and so I'm going to be rolling it into March. But since I haven't talked about this book yet, I wanted to mention this one. And this says, here are the spies, government officials, military officers, publishers, politicians, and critics who helped turn words into weapons at a time when the stakes could not have been higher. And so this is kind of like, there's a pen mightier than the sword, and yeah, so this will be good. And then books I haven't read yet is The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman, and I just love this cover. When I was looking at the reviews, someone said this was Jane Austen with Buffy the Vampire Slayer situations, and so yeah, this is going to be perfect. It's set in Regency London, and it's about a young woman who is introduced to the Queen, and she gets, I think, paired up with this lord who, he's like one of the few people who can stop these demons. And so it sounds kind of like paranormal fantasy and historical fiction all in one. So yeah, this is going to be lots of fun. And then I'm going to be reading Wildhood, The Epic Journey from Adolescence to Adulthood in Humans and Other Animals. And this is all about how our human experiences of growing up is how it can be similar and different to animals. And so the animals involved are a king penguin, a hyena, a humpback whale, and a wolf. And so, along with some other animals as well. It's like eagles and orcas. But it says, let's see, upending our understanding of everything from anxiety disorders and risk-taking to the origins of privilege and the nature of sexual coercion and consent. So yeah, this is like how we go from childhood to adulthood, and so this will be very interesting. It's a book I meant to read back in 2019, but I didn't get to it, but I'm getting to it now. And then the last one that I know for sure I'm going to be reading is, I saw this at the library, and I just it's been so long since I've read these. I read these as a kid, especially in like the newspapers, like the comics, the funnies was my favorite part of getting the newspapers. And this is the 1955 to 1956 edition. And I'm not sure if I've read this one or not, but I read quite a few of the smaller ones. I didn't have these nice editions when I was a kid. But yeah, this is going to be fun to peruse throughout the weekend. So yeah, these are all the books I'm going to be reading, except for maybe one or two I get from the library. Probably one. This is a lot for me to read. But yeah, I'm happy to finally, do a Friday Reads video. I know I've missed out on quite a few these past couple weekends, but I'm hoping to get back into the groove of filming. So I'm going to be, along with my reading plans and going to the library, I'm hoping to make some videos as well, because that would be nice. So yeah, thanks. I'll see you soon, book 2.